Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. We about to talk about this Bad Boys episode, y'all. So they still in the car and they ended off on the scene with Rail trying to fight Carry-On. Rail done jumped over 5 different people to get to Carry-On and try to hit and swing on Carry-On. Now Carry-On swore that Rail didn't hit him, but Rail say he did. I don't know who to believe. Carry-On do be lying. So that's a tough one. I hate that happened, but Carry-On really should have just shut the fuck up. Like, if you know you can't fight and if you know you don't want no smoke, just shut the fuck up. Simple. It's so crazy because after that, Carry-On finally shut the fuck up. We ain't heard nothing else from him. So it's like, damn, did the Rail knock some sense into you or what? It was just almost like after that, Carry-On was like, you know what? Let me finally just shut the fuck up because niggas is not playing with my ass. And Chef D kind of took the attention off everything because he apparently left his drink unattended, and he said that his drink looked like it's been tampered with. And he don't play that type of shit because he say he been roofied and Mickeyed before. And that's some real shit. Once you been roofied before, you don't want to trust no drink that you ain't been around. So I feel Chef D. But Mo City took a little sip of his drink, trying to make sure there wasn't no poison in there. And the drink was good. You know, so Chef D ended up drinking his drink, but it was like, shit, you can never be too careful. So they finally pull up to the studio. They at the studio. Chef D, big T fast. He wasn't feeling the studio. He felt like it looked old and outdated. It was a studio that Prince said he picked out last minute. So that was the best that they could get for the last minute. But Chef D wasn't feeling the studio. Jonathan wasn't feeling the studio producer. Jonathan said the producer looked like a wet dog. He was a little white boy with wet hair. Y'all know white people be coming out the house with their hair wet and shit. So Jonathan was saying he was like a wet dog. I was hollering. They do be looking like wet dogs though when they be coming out the house with their hair wet. It be cold as a motherfucker and their hair be wet. But so Carry-On, he outside the studio and he basically just saying how he got his issue with Darrell. Basically just saying how he don't want to be in the studio. He don't want to be around Darrell for real like that. And so Orlando Brown come outside, then Mo City come outside, and they just talking to Carry-On, and Mo City telling Carry-On, like, bro, come inside, like, he not on that, it's not like that, like, you know what I'm saying, just come back inside so we can get this studio session going. Mo City was basically just trying to explain the situation to Carry-On about how he felt like Carry-On was misunderstanding Darrell. But Carry-On wasn't going for it. Carry-On was like, man, Darrell been coming at my head. He been trying to come for me. And then Carry-On eventually was just all like, shit, for real, I don't even be mad for real. Like, I don't even be tripping off shit for real. And so Mo City was like, all right, bro, so then let's go in. So they walk into the studio, and that shit was funny as fuck. And I'm just like, this why Carry-On be getting whooped on. Because you don't know what to do with yourself. 2 minutes ago, you was just saying how you ain't want to be in there because you ain't want to be around Darrell. Then Mo City come out, then you flip the script. And you like, all right, bro, let's just go in here because I don't even be mad no way. This why niggas beating on you. This shit is just a joke in a game to Carry-On. Carry-On don't really be mad. He do, but he don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Carry-On really don't take shit serious. Like, he really don't. Like, this shit is really a game to Carry-On. Carry-On be playing mind games. So then Carry-On go inside and he going dap Rail up. The same nigga that he was just saying he couldn't be around. And he was basically just telling Darrell, like, yeah, bro, you ain't hit me. Darrell say he did hit him. Carry-On say he didn't. Y'all is both delusional. Because how is one nigga saying that he got hit and the other one saying he didn't? Like, what happened? So then they start kind of low-key arguing again. And I'm just like, damn, Carry-On, shut the fuck up. Because you know you don't want no problems for real. While they in the background arguing, in the meantime, they ain't even gotten started on the studio session. So now we like a half hour in. Niggas arguing, ain't resolved nothing. Natalie walk in and she asking her what they been working on and shit like that. They don't got shit to play her. They don't got shit to play for Natalie because they've been in there bullshitting for the past half hour. And then they finally fire up the weed and they get started on the studio session. 45 minutes later, Orlando Brown go first. Y'all know he a singer. So, you know, he set the tone with the vocals. You know, that shit sounded a mess. But what else did y'all expect from Orlando Brown? So he sang and everybody else after him rapping. The song just went a completely different direction. It all just sounded a mess. Like all of them rapping they different verses, that shit sounded a mess. It need to be cleaned up. They need more structure. Like the shit was trash. Raz B going around telling the niggas that they sounded good. Why is you going around lying saying that shit sounded good? You always have to wonder, you know, when you heard a garbage ass song and you wondering like, how the fuck did that shit make it out the studio? It's niggas like Raz B that's telling niggas, oh yeah, that shit hard, put that shit out, nigga, put that shit out. Man, that shit trash. It's always a nigga line saying that shit sound good. If, you know, Prince was being honest, Prince was like, look, that shit was trash. That shit did not sound good. And so then after that, they just left. Everybody except Prince and a couple other niggas left. And I was just like, never did y'all just sit up and play with them people time like that and then just leave and didn't even record shit. Y'all really walked in that studio, bullshitted for the first 45 minutes, recorded some bullshit, and then left. Like, what? That just goes to show that they really not taking this serious. So then at the studio, and they all get back to the house, Darrell and Prince in the room together. Darrell packing up his bag and shit like that. And Darrell basically just saying like, he finna have to go because he has some personal shit going on in his life. So Prince ended up calling Carry-On in the room because Prince knew that Darrell was finna like explain his situation about why he just been off his rocker lately. Darrell, you know, tell Carry-On like, I had other stuff going on, so that's why our altercation was more than what it should have been. And Rail basically just let Carry-On know that one of his in-laws, they tried to end their own life. Carry-On understood because even Carry-On said that he tried a long time ago when he was younger, you know what I'm saying? And so Carry-On say he understand. He ended up dapping Rail up, and you know what I'm saying, they get over it. But that shit real, like, that suicide shit, depression, suicide, that shit be real. That's why it's important to check on y'all peoples every other day, you know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be every day, every other day. But make sure you check on y'all peoples because you don't know what motherfuckers is going through. Motherfuckers will be depressed and you won't even know it. You would just be talking to a motherfucker and they take their life. You wouldn't even know that they was in that type of mind space. So then after that, Prince and Carry-On, they hug, make up, they had an understanding. They pan to a scene outside where Raz B and Orlando Brown getting into it because I guess Raz B had an idea of a show. And so Orlando Brown and Raz B getting into it over there. So they outside arguing. And these is two crazy motherfuckers. So they really just looking crazy, arguing with each other, just going back and forth. And neither one of them trying to hit neither one of them. They just trying to argue and talk. This was probably the most entertaining argument I have seen in a while. As they arguing and going back and forth, Jonathan came out and he had Orlando Brown back. He was just all like, what's the problem, man? Raz B just looked at Jonathan and got on hush mode. And I'm like, damn, you was just so heavy and had all this energy. What happened, Raz B? Why you don't got the energy for John? Talking about Orlando Brown, his little brother, and he ain't on that. Boy, get the fuck out of here. Oh, so now that a motherfucker come to his rescue, that's your little brother, and you ain't on that. Let me find out you soft, Raz B. Let me find out you don't want the problems with Jonathan. That argument ended very quickly after that. And so then they both just laughing and shit, dapping each other up, laughing, talking about they brothers. And I'm just like, these two niggas is some fools and should not be taken seriously. So they get past that little petty ass, fake ass, bullshit ass argument. And they talking about the studio, and everybody was appreciative of Orlando Brown because they felt like Orlando Brown was helping everybody out. They agreed that they gonna go back to the studio because they recorded some bullshit. And they said they're gonna get more serious next time, but we gonna see. So as they trying to leave, they trying to get on the bus and leave, Raz B apparently walking past Prince, just talking shit out the side of his neck. Prince getting irritated because Prince like, nigga, put a name on it. You talking about me or what? Because you said he walking past me saying a little slick shit and it's bothering me. Prince basically feel like Raz B not being himself, like he trying to do too much. They get into it for a little bit. Prince and Raz B end up getting separated. They on the bus. On the way to the new studio, Raz B and Prince still having issues. They still like got some animosity on the bus. And so Adonis kind of get into it, and Adonis arguing with Raz B, and Adonis threatened to murder Raz B. I'm just like, damn. Shit just went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. That pissed Raz B off. Raz B got hella pissed off. Raz B was hella mad because he felt like that nigga just threatened his life. Like, you feel me? And then everybody on the bus trying to gaslight Raz B, talking about some nobody threatened your life. Ain't nobody threatened your life. Stop playing in that man's face. Adonis did threaten that man's life. He threatened to murder him. It wasn't even that deep for you to try to threaten somebody's life. So they ended up separating Raz from the bus because it's too much going on. So they finally get to the studio. Raz pull up to the studio last minute and he's still tripping. He's trying to bogart his way in. He bogart and pushing through everybody. Like, move, nigga, get the fuck out my way. I'll beat everybody ass. What's up? Who want it with me? He get up in Jonathan's face. Jonathan knocked that ass out. Jonathan hit that nigga one time and he fell to the ground. Like, damn, you stepped to the wrong nigga. Bro, Raz-B, you hella fucking drove. Sometimes a motherfucker needs to get knocked down. When a motherfucker going around on a rampage like that, like can't nobody beat their ass, that's when it's time for somebody to knock their ass out. That's the perfect time. After all of that, you know Raz-B felt stupid because this nigga pull out a knife. This nigga been had this shit too. Raz-B been had a knife. So you need to go home at this point, Raz-B, because now you really trying to hurt somebody. I was rooting for Raz-B. That's why it's such a damn shame. That was pretty much it. That was all they really had for the episode. I can't wait to see what the next episode is because I really want to see what the fuck finna happen to Raz-B ass, because that shit was wild. Him pulling out a knife, like, that was crazy. But that's all that I got for y'all this week. Make sure y'all like my video and subscribe to my channel. Show me some love. And I'll see y'all next week.